Welcome back to the third episode of the 2-3 Zone podcast. I am your co-host, Josh, and with me, as always, is my pal, Cameron.
How's it going, everybody?
One of the things that we talked about before the start of this episode that we decided we couldn't hold off anymore is that we were going to give our picks for our top 10 players of all time in the NBA's history, of its 70 or 80 year history. So I'll give my top 10 first, with 3 honorable mentions. The reactions will be justified, some not, but that's okay, because we're going to try and defend each one, okay? So for my 3 honorable mentions, not included, Cameron, I have Hakeem Olajuwon, Jerry West, and Oscar Robertson. That means no Dirk, no Moses Malone, no Dr. J. Those are the honorable mentions, not even in the 10, okay? At number 10, simply put, I have Shaquille O'Neal. He is a top 10 player of all time. He's dominant with all the 3 rings really helps, along with his All-Stars and
4.
his... Oh yeah, 4 rings. Yeah. Okay. At number 9, it pains me to say this, but if we're being truthfully honest, it's Tim Duncan. I'm sorry. I have Tim Duncan as the 9th greatest player of all time. Only because I think just the people after are better. Yes, you call me a fake San Antonio fan. To me, that's just the truth. The honest, painful truth. Excuse me. After Duncan, I have Wilt Chamberlain. The Mr. 100 himself. I have him better than Duncan and Shaq. I have Bill Russell after that. And then here's where things get interesting. I got Larry Bird. I got Magic Johnson better than Larry Bird. Then we got Kobe Bryant at number 4. And then we got Kareem, LeBron, and Michael Jordan. I'm sorry, that's the most honest top 10 list I can give out there. Eey. Thoughts?
I'll share my before I give my thoughts.
Okay.
Honorable mentions: Julius Erving.
Oh,
Hakeem Olajuwon,
no!
Oscar Robertson.
Why, Julie? Oh, you know what? Oh, all right, just go with your list.
Going from 10 to 1.
Cannot believe you.
Number 10, Wilt Still. 100 points, average 50 points a game in a season. Number 9, Kobe Bean Bryant, the Black Mamba. Number 8, Bill Russell, Mr. 11 Rings himself.
Okay.
Number 7, Birdman, Larry Bird.
You have Larry Bird. Oh my God.
Number 6, the Diesel, the Big Aristotle, Shaquille O'Neal.
I hate everything about your list.
Number 5, Irvin Magic Johnson.
Oh my fucking God.
Number 4, Tim Duncan, the Big Fundamental. Go Spurs, go. Number 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 2, LeBron James. And number 1, Michael Jordan, of course.
Okay. You have...
To compose ourselves. I have who?
You have Shaq better than Kobe!
Shaq is better than Kobe.
No! Kobe won 2 rings by himself without Shaq.
Kobe never got... Kobe had a... Oh my God, I can't even talk right now. Kobe and Shaq played together. Kobe was never the best player on that team.
60
Shaq
points
was
in his last game.
I won't say that Shaq couldn't have won without Kobe, but Kobe never got finals MVPs because of Shaq's dominance.
I think if Shaquille O'Neal stayed away from the advertisements and the gold bond, yeah, sure, you could argue he's better than Kobe Bryant, but no way is Kobe Bryant better than Shaquille O'Neal. I cannot.
Shaq's the most dominant force we've ever seen in the NBA.
They traded him to the Heat.
Yeah, because there was locker room problems.
Oh my God.
Are you saying that Shaq did not take over the league like Kobe?
When the Lakers won in 2002, that's when Kobe Bryant stepped up as the alpha dog of the Lakers. He took the fall.
Kobe's always been worse than Shaq.
No, that is not true. 81 points on Jalen Rose.
Oh, Jalen Rose, exactly. No, but I can't deny the 81-point game. It was great. Shaq has always been better than Kobe. Always.
No! Oh my God.
Kobe's rookie year, he averaged 7.6 points a game. Shaq's rookie year, 23.4. The next year, damn near Year after that, damn near 30. Kobe only ever averaged 20 points in his 4th year. Shaq came into the league just completely dominant.
We're never again going to see a player like Kobe or Jordan that had this winning mentality.
Shaq who could just dominate a game with his physical force.
We're never going to see somebody that ate as much as Shaq. What are you talking about?
No, you're wrong. Charles Barkley.
Oh my God. You have Duncan better than Russell.
Duncan is better than Russell.
That angers my soul.
Duncan is way better than Russell.
As a San Antonio fan, I have to keep it real with you, Chief. That ain't true.
Bill Russell played against mailmen. 11 rings is great. It's a great accomplishment. Nobody will ever beat it. But who did he play against?
Bob
Less
Pettit.
competitive.
Wilt.
There were only
Oscar.
8 teams in the league. Only 8. There were 30 when Tim Duncan was around. Damn near 30.
Oh my God.
Tim Duncan flipped around a whole franchise in San Antonio who was the laughingstock. Nobody wanted to go through the Spurs until Tim Duncan and Greg Popovich came.
You gonna say David Robinson didn't make us a threat?
Not as much as when he was paired with Duncan.
I cannot. Who are your honorable mentions? Oh, I know what you said. You had Dr. J in your honorable mentions. Julius Erving. What did he get? He probably has one. I think he won 1 ring. Dr. J.
Julius Erving is in my honorable mentions, not only what he did for basketball, but what he did for the culture.
Oh my God. But then with that, you can argue that Yao Ming is in your top 10.
No, our culture.
Oh, I can't have... I have Julius Erving 17th, man. There's just too many players that are better than Dr. J. Just like how...
Shaq is better than Kobe.
Kobe is always... He has always been better than Shaquille O'Neal.
Kobe's better than Shaq.
Kobe Bryant has been better than Shaquille O'Neal as early as when they said, with the 13th pick in the 1996 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant.
How dare you?
He has been that good. What was the stretch when he had like 35, 40, 41, and 38?
What was the stretch when he didn't win a finals without Shaq for how many years?
What was the stretch when Shaq fell apart without Dwayne Wade? He was with Dwayne Wade, Udonis Haslem, and Jason Williams.
Did you remember? He was on the Magic. Do you remember that?
He had Penny Hardaway. And they couldn't win a ring.
Yeah, of course they could win a ring.
Shaq could not win a ring without Kobe. I'll say that much.
Dennis Scott's free throws could have won him a ring, but he missed them.
That was Nick Anderson that missed those 4 free throws.
My bad. Nick Anderson, I forget.
But still.
I'm so passionate I can't think right now.
He didn't win a ring without Dwayne Wade. He didn't win rings without Kobe Bryant. And he sure as hell did not win a ring with Penny Hardaway, Horace Grant, Nick Anderson, and Dennis Scott. That is...
Kobe had Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol. Yeah, Pau Gasol stepped up. Again.
He was an all-star.
Yes, so was Shaq.
Yeah, who was the last all-star that Shaq played with after L.A.?
Dwayne Wade.
When he didn't have Dwayne Wade.
LeBron James. Y'all forget he played for the Cavaliers.
In 2010, the year before he retired? How dare you?
He played for the Suns.
I can't believe you just brought up Cleveland.
He played for Boston.
He wasn't the same player.
Boston.
That was his 18th year in the league. Do you think that 20th year Kobe Bryant could have dragged the Lakers to a championship? No, he was horrible.
He did the best he could. He was a terrible teammate, I'll give him that. But that made up, the fact that he was so great as a player made up for how crap of a teammate he was. Yes, he possibly, maybe, probably ran Shaq out of town, okay? And I will say, yes, it was probably his fault that he played with Smush Parker and Kwame Brown.
He could have had Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard mixed with Kobe the same way rubbing your leg on a cheese grater mixes well. That was terrible. And I knew it was terrible because Dwight Howard couldn't stay healthy. You had Steve Nash, a pass-first player, with Kobe Bryant. What did you expect from that, honestly? There is no way that Shaquille O'Neal was better than Kobe Bryant. Maybe in the beginning. Okay, maybe. But after
in the beginning.
After 2002, that was Kobe's team. Kobe was the one that was accepting the defeats. He was the one stepping up like an alpha dog. There is no way Shaquille O'Neal did that.
Of course it was Kobe's team after 2002. That's when Shaq left. Because
No.
it was Shaq's team before.
No, Shaq left in like 2004 or 5 because that's when they got destroyed by what was it, Detroit? Yeah, because after that, that's when the Spurs won. I think I remember that right.
Where do you have Tim Duncan on time?
Ooh, 9 because
Ahead of who? Behind who?
look, 1999, 2003, and 2014 were the only honorable wins I give the Spurs.
How dare you?
We were saved by Robert Horry against the Pistons. Robert Horry hit 15 go-ahead points in, what was it, game 5 or 6 against the Pistons, when Tim Duncan could not hit more than 12 points the whole game. If we lost, we would have blamed Tim Duncan. And in 2007, we played against an undermanned, underexperienced Cleveland Cavaliers team. Of course we were going to beat them.
How are you discounting Tim Duncan as the saving grace of the San Antonio Spurs franchise?
He's still in the top 10, though. I gave him that. He's better than Shaq.
Okay, I'll give you that. He has more rings, and he's just a better all-around teammate than Shaq. But Shaq was more of a physical dominance, not like
I will say this.
Who's a more fundamentally sound player.
I do have Kobe higher than Duncan.
I can't believe you just...
How?
How do you have Kobe higher than Duncan?
It's just...
I almost hesitated putting Kobe in my top 10.
I couldn't... I had to sit down with myself. That this was a moment of self-reflection. I had to really think deep down with myself. And deep down in my heart, I knew with a burning passion, as much as I didn't want to admit it, that Kobe Bryant was better than Tim Duncan.
Could Kobe Bryant have done what Tim Duncan did in his rookie year and change the entire view and the culture of the San Antonio Spurs?
Reverse that. Do you think Tim Duncan could have won with Smush Parker and Kwame Brown?
No, this isn't.
Ron Artest?
This isn't an argument about
Andrew Bines?
This isn't an argument about necessarily skill or statistics. This is an argument about culture. The fact that Tim Duncan went to San Antonio, which was a laughing stock in the NBA, with Greg Popovich, and we can't argue all-time coaches.
A coach that almost got fired. If we bring that up.
Sorry, what?
Well, no, I'm not discrediting it. I'm just saying at that time, Greg Popovich was like almost being fired.
But I mean, he and Duncan both helped create the culture, but more Tim Duncan than Greg Popovich ever could, just because of his unselfish play, his fundamental soundness, how he treated his teammates on and off the court, how everybody who's played with Tim Duncan would never have anything negative to say about him. I can't say the same for Kobe Bryant.
It's just he was a bad teammate, but that's overshadowed by how great of a player he was.
But he hasn't always been the greatest player to ever step on the court ever since he was drafted.
Okay. I mean, oh my God. I mean, we're not even going to say anything about how Hakeem is not in our top 10 or Jerry West or Havlicek. At least...
Jerry West is in top 10. He lost 8 times in the finals.
But... that's why he's not in the top 10. I have him in honorable mentions. But let's you know, we're running a little low on...
Do you want me to tell you the difference between Tim Duncan's stats when he first stepped into the league and Kobe Bryant's stats when he first stepped into the league?
Oh, no, Tim Duncan was phenomenal. Kobe Bryant sucked his first year. I remember that. Well, I mean, not because I was alive, but...
Because Tim Duncan has been great ever since he got into the NBA. I can't say the same for Kobe Bryant. I can't say the same.
It was a gradual incline towards his greatness. It took time to develop the Mamba mentality that he had. Tim Duncan, we were very lucky and blessed that we got a consistent player like Tim Duncan that would drop 22 and 10 every day.
That's why he's better.
I can't have him better, man. It's too many All-Star appearances, All-NBA firsts, and yeah.
How many All-Star appearances does Kobe have?
You know what? Let me look it up right now. In the meantime, at least we can agree on one thing, and that is that we have LeBron James behind Michael Jordan. We're not gonna...
Yeah, I can't put... I would have put before the 2016 finals, I would have put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar ahead of LeBron James. But what he did for the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016 was amazing. He played his heart out.
Yeah.
I mean, along, of course, with Kyrie Irving, who was also phenomenal. But, you know, just being that leader on that specific championship team, I can't deny him his number 2 spot over Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who does have 5 rings, but a couple of those rings, he wasn't the greatest player on the team. Magic Johnson was in the Laker years. So,
but what
Magic
about
Johnson,
the year with Oscar and the Bucks?
Oh, that's great. That's a solid, justifiable ring. I'd say that Magic Johnson, he didn't carry Kareem Abdul-Jabbar by any means.
No.
But Kareem couldn't have won without Magic Johnson.
Okay. Kobe has 18 All-Stars. Tim Duncan has 15.
18.
He's a 15 member of the All-NBA team. And I think Duncan is... Yeah, and Duncan has 13.
I just can't discredit everything that Tim Duncan has done for the city of San Antonio. What Kobe Bryant has done for the city of Los Angeles, I mean, it's been seen before.
Yeah,
Jerry
but
West,
I think
Magic Johnson,
it really helped that...
Kobe wasn't, I wouldn't say pass the torch, maybe pass the torch, but, I mean, he helped keep LA relevant, but not the way that Tim Duncan helped flourish San Antonio into a basketball city.
With Tim Duncan, again, I'm not hating on Tim Duncan.
Yes, you are.
I'm not hating on Tim Duncan. I have to be honest with myself. I don't have him better than Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, his personality fits so well with Los Angeles. Yes, things did not work with Shaquille O'Neal, but...
No, not that they didn't work. They didn't work as long as they could have, I'd say.
Okay. But I don't... Yeah, I can't bring myself to arguing that Kobe Bryant is not better than Tim Duncan.
How is Larry Bird better than Tim Duncan?
You're really upset that I have Tim Duncan on number 9.
I do!
I
am.
have Larry Bird and Magic up there because the fact that they were able to go back and forth for like 5 or 6 finals.
Is Johnson better than Bird?
Huh?
Johnson better than Bird?
Yeah, I have Magic Johnson better than Larry Bird.
We can agree on at least one thing.
And then after Duncan, I have Wilt and Russell. I have Russell better than Wilt because I think Wilt was more of a stats guy and Russell was more of a team first.
I do have Wilt behind Russell as well.
I'll say this much: I think Russell was a better Tim Duncan.
What?
Everything
Tim Duncan?
Everything Tim Duncan did, Bill Russell did better.
How dare you?
That is true. That is true. Look, watch. Bill Russell stats. Yes, we have to
Keep in mind the eras.
Yeah, we have to take them
please.
with a grain of salt. But look. Look.
That is blasphemous.
No. You have to hear me out here. That's...
How dare you?
Yeah, but... Okay, look. For Tim Duncan's career stats, he put up... Where is it? Where's points per game? Okay, 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. Impressive. 19, 10, and 3. Bill Russell, for his career, 15, 22, and 4.
Of course he averaged 22 rebounds. He was one of the best athletes in his era.
So even if we take a few away, he still put up, a rebound and a half better than Tim Duncan, and nearly almost more than twice as many championships. If you were asking me which one I'd rather have on my team as well, I'd take Bill Russell over Tim Duncan.
Oh, that's so wrong.
It's not. I looked at it from statistics. Why aren't you mad that I have Wilt Chamberlain better than Tim Duncan?
Of course I'm angry at that, but you already know that I'm angry at that. You know where I have Tim Duncan.
But I can't agree with that. Because, yes, we're looking at his impact on the culture, and that's probably why you had Dr. J, in your honorable mentions. But I had to take that with a grain of salt. I'm looking at how good they were as a player. And Tim Duncan...
Let me ask you a serious question.
Okay.
Don't take this as blasphemous.
Okay.
Without Tim Duncan, who are Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili?
Second round draft picks. Nobody's.
Nothing more?
Probably not. Maybe one or two. Maybe one or two All-Stars.
Elevate them into their Hall of Fame status?
He did.
Exactly. Who besides?
But if we look at Bill Russell.
Name that Bill Russell played with, who who is who you know as like this person will go down in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, Tommy Heinsohn, Sam Jones.
Tommy Heinsohn and Sam Jones. Are you comparing them to Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili?
I am. Did he play with Bob Cousy too?
I think so, but Bob Cousy was great in his own respect.
Yeah, he played with Bob Cousy.
He didn't elevate their play like Tim Duncan elevates each and every one of the teammates on his rosters on and off the court.
Yeah, but Bill Russell did the same thing with white people and Sam Jones.
Hey, Ginobili's white. I mean, he's Mexican, but his skin complexion is white. I'm sorry, Argentinian.
That boy, Bob Cousy could not dunk the ball like Ginobili.
Bob Cousy couldn't dunk the ball.
Let's see. Casey Jones was also on that. Oh, wait, no. Not Casey Jones. Yeah. Yeah.
Duncan is better than Wilt and Russell, hands down.
As a coach, Bill Russell won 2 championships.
As a coach?
Yeah. In 68 and 69.
Are those a part of his 2 rings?
Yes.
So,
He
2 of
won
those rings he didn't even play.
1957, 59 to 66, and then 68 and 69. But no, he was a player coach. He did play, but he was also the coach.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that
You can't discredit that much. He was an MVP 5 times, 12-time All-Star, 1 less than Duncan. Or I think so.
12-time. Duncan was 15-time. That's 3 less.
3 All-NBA first, 8 All-NBA second, so he made the All-NBA team 11 times. That's 2 less than Duncan. 4-time rebounding champion. He's a 2-time NCAA champion. I mean, we can't. There's no way he's worse than Tim Duncan as a player, and as a teammate.
He in this era, he'd be considered an undersized center. 6'10" that's LaMarcus Aldridge's height. He's a power forward.
But he was so good on defense, though. I think it's kind of like a Wes Unseld situation, who was like 6'8". Bill Russell made up for it.
I just can't. I can't discount the era that he was in, which made him put up monster stats. The same way Wilt averaged, 25 rebounds and 50 points a game. Of course he was. He was playing against milkmen who played in the NBA part-time. Players were getting
Milkmen!
$20,000 as an annual salary.
You called them milkmen. You called Bob Cousy a milkman.
I didn't call Bob Cousy a milkman. I called the rest of the NBA in that era milkmen.
Bob Pettit was a milkman.
He was a hairy milkman.
And with that, while mostly undecided, at least we could agree with Jordan and LeBron. At least we can agree with Jordan and LeBron. And so with that, we're going to draw the 3rd episode of the 2-3 Zone podcast to a conclusion. Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share us to whoever you feel may deserve this kind of podcast, or whoever you feel deserves this kind of punishment of listening to us. Until then, thank you for listening to us, and tune in to the next episode. Thank you.